This is the most appropriate time to talk about this. And I have, in the past, many times, in the many years, I have written about this. Through text, but this is the first time that I will be able to explain in a much more clearer way, because words are 1,000 times more than a picture. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving Day. I have written it many times that there are two types of people. One are Namak Haram and others are Namak Halal. The Namak Haram people are the one who will take benefit from you, eat your food, drink your water, wear your clothes, take your medication, and then harm you, even kill you. And the Namak Halal people they will do everything in their bad time, but they will return all the favors when their good time comes. Also, I have written in the past that in any battle, the winner write the story. The winner story is considered right, however criminal the winner may be. Second World War, First World War, India-Pakistan war, any dispute, any contest in which whoever wins, his story is considered authentic. The day the 1500 or so criminals came in Mayflower ship to the shore of US, then not US but then just unoccupied territory, unvisited territory. There must be some kind of initial interaction, and then some misunderstanding maybe, and then the massacre. The Red Indian lost that battle, and the world only knows one story. Thanksgiving Day. Corn, food. The sick people from Mayflower came, Red Indians gave them corn, food, and their own hoodoo or voodoo medicine. And everybody lived happily ever after. I have said many times that if Ram was born in that Ayodhya place, even the Bharat should have been born there, Lakshman should have been born there, Dasarath must have fucked 1,000 times. See, he has 4 queens. Shatrughan must be born there. Similarly, Mayflower. This ship came, and the Native Americans. It is such a pathetic situation where you cannot even call Americans Americans. You have to call them Native Americans. You cannot mix them with the real Americans. Donald Trump and me and you. We call them Native American. It's something different animal. I am trying to just think that the ship was docked. I don't even know whether there was a docking area. But the ship came. Somehow, the people on land, the natives, must have talked to occupant of the ship. What language they talked? Did the land natives ever go to the ship themselves, their chief or somebody? Chief also is a name given by the Western culture to them. Who knows what was their name? So, did they go on the ship? Like verification process, security, that you go inside and ask them what's the social security number of each and every occupant on that ship, and how big is the gand of each and every occupant of the Mayflower ship. And if they had gone on the ship, these natives, this land people and the ship people, let's come to some terminology. The land people, the people who get cheated, annihilated and destroyed, let's call them land people, and the ship people. So did land people ever visited the ship and checked that there were so many weapons that the land people should be aware of, that after giving them food, corn, I don't know whether it was a GM corn or GE corn or Pheku corn. There are so many unanswered questions, but the history is written by the victors. The ship people in the end killed all the land people, and the land people's land became property of the ship people. Ship people is writing the story, and the entire world, including Ahmedabad, the Mother Chod people in Ahmedabad and Gujarat, celebrate Thanksgiving Day. Imagine if Mughals, who invaded India and ruled India for 400 years, if they had started a new festival called Thanksgiving Day. Thanks that you allow us to stay in India, allow us to invade India, massacre the Hindus, destroy the temples. Similarly, the British could have established a Thanksgiving Day. But both Mughals and British were not as shameless as the ship people. The ship people, in their own corrupt way, trying to misguide the entire population of the earth, because they are powerful now, that there was a Mayflower ship. I am beginning to doubt whether there was fucking any Mayflower ship in the first place. I am beginning to doubt whether corn was given freely or voluntarily by the land people. I am ready to debunk and not ready to believe anything. But the fact remains that the and why November 20, why the last week of Thursday of November? Also much to think about. But if you see any Hollywood movie, if you see any, if you read any literature, it will, in the Second World War, any Hollywood movie, it will show the German troops and the German generals and the German army captains. They are portrayed as stupid. In the movie, everybody laugh when they see a German because he is shown doing such a stupid things. Now, the Germans lost the war and they had no say in writing the report after the war was over because they lost and the media only goes to the victors. Similarly, if you see any Indian movies, you will see the British soldiers, they can be deceived by a chaddi of a dancer. Vaijantimala will dance and show her gand, and the British soldier will drop his key, and I.S. Johar will take that key and get out of the jail, the British jail. The victor write the story. The Thanksgiving is a story, one-sided story. Jesus Christ, Sri Krishna. Imagine Sri Krishna and Kans. If Kans had killed Sri Krishna in that battle, what would be the story? Imagine Kaurav would have defeated the Pandavas. Tell me what will be the story. Duryodhan, Karna, Dusasan, Sisupal, Shailya, Jayadratha, they all are made look so stupid, so senseless, so buddhu. Do you think they were really that stupid? Heku and Sonia Gandhi. If Heku comes out a winner all the way, they will write the story and they will make Sonia Gandhi and Indira Gandhi and other people look so idiotic. I'm a little far-fetched there because internally when there is a victors and loser, the stories are not permanently deleted or permanently rewritten. So tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Everybody is taking advantage of those holidays by meeting their dear ones, their near ones, their sons and their daughters and their parents and their sisters and their brothers. But at the end of the day, when the evening comes, thousands and thousands, millions and millions of dollars of alcohol is sold and drank, food, and then in the night, बीना लंड हो जाता है. But everything, the foundation is a baseless story. There was no Mayflower, there was no May, there was no flower. It was only cold-blooded robbery, killing, theft, invasion, and possession, illegal possession of the land, which is in process even today. We have to go back home. A unbelievable and uncharted waters have been crisscrossed in Maharashtra, my former home, Mumbai. I am not going to give any opinion or any reaction except one, because my integrity and my honesty forced me to give that reaction, that the Sena is not the right party to join hands with. The Maratha people are very, very nationalistic, very, very great. I honor them, I respect them. But if they are coming under the banner of Sena, I am not very, very convinced that the only people who could sit with them are the thugs like Peku and RSS and Shiv Sena and BJP. To my consolation, to Thackeray and his group, when I was a child and I was living in Mumbai, and I am a Gujarati, all my relatives, when they were all Of course, because I'm a Gujarati, all my relatives, near relatives, were in Gujarat, and all my elder relatives. Thackeray should have realized this. But there was such a racist angle that all my Gujarati elder relatives cannot name them each one by one. But any time, any talk of Sunil Gavaskar comes, I have never ever heard any of my Gujarati relative calling him by name Sunil Gavaskar. They will call him Ghata. આ ઘાટા ભાઈઓને શું ખબર પડે? Sachin Tendulkar. And they will attribute all the negativity to these cricketers and anybody who is not Gujarati, especially Marathi. And they will call them Ghata. Ghati. આ ઘાટા ભાઈઓને શું આવડે? In Mumbai, I have seen people who are living there for ages, who are born in Mumbai, the Gujaratis. They call the Maharashtrian people not by anything but Ghata, Ghati. Did Thackeray, the motherfucker Bal Thackeray, and the motherfucker Uddhav Thackeray, and the motherfucker Aditya Thackeray and Sanjay Raut and all these mother chod people ever knew that the Gujarati people are calling them not as a Maratha or a Indian citizen but as a Ghata, Ghati, Sachin Tendulkar Ghati, Sunil Gavaskar Ghati, Ghato bhai, Ghato. And you still become partner with them. And today, Thackeray is telling shamelessly that when you want us, you bring us close. When you don't want us, you throw us. In my opinion, the Gujarati people have always considered Uddhav Thackeray, Bal Thackeray, Aditya Thackeray, and anyone who is not Shah, Desai, Patel and Parikh as a Ghata bhai in Mumbai. You come to our home, wash our bartan, fuck our wife because we cannot, and that's it. The Ghatis, as the Gujarati people used to call them, the Ghatis Bhenchod never knew that they are Ghatis in the eyes of Amit Shah. He's living in Ahmedabad. Half of the Ahmedabad bartan are cleaned by a Ghati. A lawyer, engineer, educated Gujaratis, timeless. I remember. They never call Sunil Gavaskar, the great Sunil Gavaskar, by name. They call him Ghati. A Ghato છે. बहन चोद तुम मादर चोद आईची गांड बड़या मराठी मानुस बहन चोद तुमको अमित शाह के सिवा कोई नहीं मिला 25 साल तक तुमने उसकी बहन चोद बर्तन धोए भोसड़ी गए ठाकरे तू नरेंद्र मोदी के घर में जाता था बर्तन धोने के लिए या बहन चोद उसके बर्तन तेरे घर में आते थे साला घाटी In the end, you only went with another Ghati, Sharad Pawar. The Maharashtra story is heart-wrenching. I love every Indian citizen, Muslim, Hindu, Marathi, Bengali. I am not Amit Shah. I am not फेंकू who choose कौन मेरा बर्तन साफ करेगा और कौन मेरी चड्डी धोएगा और कौन मेरा लौड़ा चाटेगा. और मैं किसका लौड़ा चाटूंगा? मुकेश अंबानी का. अनिल अंबानी की गांड कौन धोएगा? वो मेरे शुभ कर से होगा. कर सेवा करूंगा मैं. फेंकू बोलता है मैं कर सेवा करूंगा, अनिल अंबानी की गांड धोने का कर सेवा करूंगा मैं. ठाकरे साहब, आपको भेंचोद कोई शर्म नहीं आई? माँ के लवड़े तुमको. तो भाई आदित्य चोदू, तुमको कोई शर्म नहीं आई? भेंचोद, तुमको मालूम नहीं था कि ये तुमको घाटी बोलता है? मुंबई तुमची भांडी घसो आमची, ये गुजराती लोगों का स्लोगन था. मुंबई तुमची भांडी घसो आमची. Every stockbrokers that I know, every factory owners that I know, every Gujarati that I know, as soon as a Marathi guy leaves the desk or the room, he is a Ghati. ठाकरे साहब, अगर आप इससे तो ज्यादा कोई मुसलमान के साथ मिल के अगर पार्टी बनाते थे तो वो आपको और लॉयल रहता था. आदित्य भाई, उद्धव भाई, चूतिया बाल, अगर तू कोई मुसलमान के साथ बैठा होता तो ये वो तुझे लॉयल्टी देता था. तूने दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा मादरचोद और कनिंग आदमी गुजराती के साथ पार्टनरशिप की. वो तेरी गांड नहीं, तेरी भैंचोद, तेरी माँ बाप की भी गांड मार देगा. और मार दी. कमिंग टू चिदम्बरम, I am still not able to figure out why Chidambaram need to be killed. What Chidambaram, what BJP wants from Chidambaram? What FACU wants from Chidambaram that he is not giving? Amir Khan, Shahrukh Khan, Saif Ali Khan is actually not a man. He is an animal. He is a vadava. But where is the morality of this? इनका ईमान कहाँ चला गया है? ये लोग सब अभी कुछ बोलते क्यों नहीं है? सब अक्षय कुमार के लवड़े चाटने की लाइन में क्यों लग गए? सच बोलना बहुत खतरनाक है, लेकिन पैसे वाले आदमी के लिए सच बोलना खतरनाक नहीं है. पुअर लोगों को सच बोलना बहुत खतरनाक है. और एक मैंने ये भी ऑब्जर्व किया है कि जब कांग्रेस की गवर्नमेंट थी तो न्यूज़पेपर मीडिया आज तक एनडीटीवी, जी टीवी, सहारा टीवी, मादरचोद टीवी, बहनचोद टीवी, सब कांदा और बटाके का भाव कितना है? 90 रुपया हो गया, 200 रुपया हो गया. To me it looks like the 130 crore Ram have decided that if they are not complaining about anything. The job market, loss of money, loss of business, the prices maybe, they are not they are not complaining anything. Or as I say, the Victor write the story, none of these channels that I spoke of and none of these fake channels, they are not reporting anything. If the economy is bad, if all these companies are not doing well and they are up for sale, the people who are working with that company, with the Sikh industry, they must be on the verge of losing their job. But there is no complaint. I'm not hearing any complaint. It's only the political parties who are saying economy ka jawab do. The ordinary people, it looks like their threshold, which I talked again and again, their threshold has increased so much. It is called a Muslim threshold. जिएंगे या मरेंगे, राम का नाम ही लेंगे. The Ram Temple Supreme Court verdict and the articles removal, which both are very great step. The people of India have actually come to conclusion that this is how we're going to live. We don't want anything. We don't want these prices to be under control. We don't want this business to flourish. That's what the Muslim countries are saying. That's why there is no development in those countries. There are no new industries. Nobody wants to go there and invest the money. Pakistan is not producing even a pinprick. सोय जो होती है ना, धागा की सोय, वो भी वो नहीं बनाता है. लेकिन वो सब ऐसा बोलते हैं कि वी वांट टू लिव इन आवर ओन. तो राम राज्य में चाहिए हमको. अब राम राज्य का मतलब ये भी होता है कि अगर तुम्हारे घर में कुछ भी लूटने के लायक नहीं है, तुम्हारी औरत को भी रोज कोई बाहर का चोट के जाता है, तो राम राज्य हो गया ना. तुम्हारे घर में लूटने लायक कोई नहीं है, कोई नहीं आएगा. तुम दरवाजा खोल के सो जाओ क्योंकि तुम्हारे पास कुछ नहीं है. औरत को भी बहन चोट तुमने बोल दिया है कि उसको कोई भी चोट सकता है. घर तुम खुला रख के सो जाओ, राम राज्य हो गया. क्योंकि घर में कुछ भी लूटने के लिए नहीं है. और आपका बाजू वाला भी भिखारी है, आप भी भिखारी है, और आपकी ये बाजू वाला लेफ्ट राइट बैक एंड फॉरवर्ड चारों तरफ एक ही राम भक्त रहते हैं. कौन किसके घर में चोरी करेगा? सबको मालूम है कि किसी के घर में कुछ नहीं है. राम राज्य आ गया, फेंकू जीत गया, लोग खुश है. Taking a turn and coming back to US, as more and more I see this circus called impeachment, fact gathering, or whatever you call. I'm not even ready to call it as a trial now. It looks like my Democratic Party, my organization, has faulted somewhere. Only the history will tell where. But it looks like there was a difference of opinion between Nancy Pelosi and another group, where Nancy Pelosi was against the impeachment completely. But it looks like the more rebellion group and some of the results in the early midterm poll actually blackmailed Nancy Pelosi. That group blackmailed, the Democratic group blackmailed their own Nancy Pelosi into going into this. The price is going to be very, very high. I am not sure whether Michael Bloomberg entry or Tom Sawyer or Biden or our own Booker can make any difference in stopping the second term of the president. And I, keeping my democratic values with me, I really want to know that if you are a Democrat, why can't you talk about the right thing? If you are a Republican, why can't you talk about gun control? This branding that you are a Democrat, so your boundaries are this. You cannot talk about, why can't a Republican talk about some rights to homos and lesbians? And why not some Democrats? Why not a Democrat can talk about some constraint on spending and help the businesses to help the economy? Again, my idea of 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, but the CNN will say 1 plus 1 is equal to 3, Fox will say 1 plus 1 is equal to 4, MSNBC will say 1 plus 1 is equal to 0, and on and on and on. Nobody will say 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. By branding people, a Democrat will only click to MSNBC and CNN. He will never learn 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. A right-winger will always click into Fox. He will never know 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Nobody will know 1 plus 1 equal to 2 until they die. What is wrong in a Democrat or a Republican telling 1 plus 1 is equal to 0? A Republican on Fox TV and a Democrat on MSNBC. I'm not. To me, I think we are entering into a world where the truth will never be told. There will be Truth CNN and Truth Fox. Is this going to be a state of affair with one of the most powerful democracy in the world? Then what are we anticipating in a most very poor but very large democracy? India has maintained its democratic value, I think so. Even after 2019 Feku's victory, I still believe that India is democratic value, democratic nation. and but will it last? Because Aaj Tak, NDTV, ZTV, Sahara TV. My only worry is that a businessman, all these TV stations are owned by business people and they have something to sell and they have some. Why they will give unbiased, neutral news? Because they have they have an axe to grind. Especially in India. Coming to some of the potential itinerary that Amit Shah, which I have started to respect as an administrator and as a operator, that probably the National Register of Citizens is a very good idea. It is not an extremist idea. 70 years of independence, we haven't done anything wrong. We have elected government coming in and moving the existing government. There is no military coup in India. There is no political coup in India. And as a strategist, I think I can trust Mr. Shah to do the right thing there, because by doing something today, he is doing a favor to India by not putting India into the same situation where United States is today after 250 years. We in the United States don't know how many illegal Indians and how many illegal people are living in this country. It is possible that we might have a population of 1 billion, just like India. I'm joking. But we really don't know how many people are here illegally. 252 years of independence. India is only 75 years independent history. And looking at the demography of our neighboring nation, all of them are good, including Pakistan. We need to make sure that some order is maintained. So that's one thing. And I'm also hoping, now this is not, according to me, this is not on the agenda of Shah and FECU. But I would, because I'm interested, and I would give my 2 cents here, that in the next budget, which will come in February, Indian fiscal year, because they want to make it January to January, but it looks like this year it's going to be still February. They should actually give a massive tax break in income tax and at every level for middle class, low class, and they should actually raise the limit of tax waiver to much more higher limit. They have given credit to the corporate world. FECU has given money to his 9 good friends, Ambani and Adani, and Ambani's brothers and sisters and daughters and sons, and Kapadia and Desai. He has given unlimited money to them, gifted them. It's time that this finance minister that FECU has selected is, I do not know whether under her sari she doesn't even know how to पुट ऑन ए चड्डी, झांगिया बोलते हैं ना जिसको, क्या बोलते हैं, पैंटी बोलते हैं, उसको पैंटी पहनने को भी आता है मुझे पता नहीं, फेंकू वो पैंटी पहना था होगा शायद। Anyway, it has been a massive session. One word of interest is for that taxi driver in Australia, Brisbane, who took those 5 young Pakistani cricketers. And when I see those restaurants that they visited, it looks like some fucking joint in Parsippany. A real time. If Virat Kohli goes to eat, or if Rohit Sharma or any of this IPL celebrity, they would actually go to Taj Mahal. Comparable in Australia. They would actually make sure that the entire restaurant is booked for them, 5 people. And they would not go by taxi. They would take a helicopter. But it is these poor Pakistani cricketers. I really had my hats off to them. Don't get me wrong. But I am not afraid and I'm not gutless to say good job, all those 5 young Pakistani cricketers who invited a Sikh Indian driver to their dinner party. और हमारे देश में जैसे बोलते हैं कि हम हमारे हॉस्पिटैलिटी जो है, हम गरीब हैं तो क्या हुआ, हम जो खाएंगे वही आप खाएंगे. I am honored, I respect and I salute those 5 Pakistani cricketers, and I salute each and every Pakistani citizen, because I know by heart at the end of the day both India and Pakistan are neighbors. You cannot replace that neighborhood. There is no mechanism. The world, the science has not found a mechanism to change a geographical neighbor. लॉटरी जीत जाओ ना भैया तुम.